Hey everyone, welcome back to Stoic Verse. Have you ever wanted to be the person someone can't stop thinking about? Imagine being the individual who, without even trying, becomes the focal point of someone else's attention and desire. What if I told you that making someone come to you, as if pulled by an irresistible force, is entirely achievable? Picture every moment you spend apart, only intensifying their longing to be closer to you, as if you've cast a spell that leaves them yearning for your presence. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not just a fantasy. It's entirely possible with some simple Stoic habits. As the saying goes, the more you chase something, the faster it runs away. So why not let it come to you? Today, we're diving into how you can become irresistibly magnetic by embracing principles that naturally draw people in. This isn't about using tricks or playing games. It's about enhancing your inherent qualities so powerfully that your absence feels like a missing piece in your life. We're going to tap into Stoic wisdom, a philosophy so profound that it transforms your quiet confidence into a dynamic force that pulls people toward you time and time again. If you're ready to be the one they always want to be around, you're in the right place. We'll explore habits that make you so appealing that others will feel drawn to you without knowing why. Are you ready to see how simple it is to become someone they can't stop thinking about? Let's dive in and discover the secrets to making them eagerly await your presence. But before we get started, I've got a challenge that will set the tone for what's about to unfold. If you're ready to step into your power and let your silence echo louder than any words, drop a comment below with the phrase, "My absence speaks." This isn't just a statement. It's a declaration of your strength, your resolve, and your commitment to becoming unforgettable. It's time to show the world and yourself that you're not just stepping back. You're stepping up in a way that will make them feel your absence like never before. Let's see how many of you are ready to embrace this powerful shift and make your presence undeniable, even when you're not around. Now, let's discuss the crucial habit if you want them to come to you. First habit, unshakable self-worth. This isn't just about feeling good about yourself. It's about recognizing your value so deeply that others can't help but notice it too. When you cultivate unshakable self-worth, you're not just someone they want to be around. You become someone they need to be around. Imagine this scenario. You walk into a room, and there's something about you that just commands attention. You're not the loudest person in the room, nor are you trying to be. Instead, there's a quiet confidence that radiates from you, a sense that you know exactly who you are and what you bring to the table. That, my friends, is unshakable self-worth. So why is this so important? Well, think about it. People are naturally drawn to those who are confident and self-assured. When you have a strong sense of self-worth, you don't need to seek validation from others because you already know your value. And guess what? That makes you incredibly attractive. As the old saying goes, confidence is silent, insecurities are loud. But what exactly does it mean to have unshakable self-worth? It's about truly believing in your value, regardless of what others might say or think. It's about knowing that you don't need anyone else to complete you because you're already whole. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you grasp this truth, you become a magnet, attracting people who are drawn to your strength and confidence. However, developing unshakable self-worth doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and it requires you to shift your mindset. You have to start valuing yourself for who you are, not for what others think of you. This means letting go of the need for approval and focusing on your journey. Let's talk about how you can cultivate this kind of self-worth. It starts with self-reflection. Take a moment to think about your strengths, your achievements, and the qualities that make you unique. Write them down if you need to. Remind yourself of these things regularly. When you focus on your positive attributes, you begin to see just how valuable you are. Another key aspect is setting boundaries. People with unshakable self-worth don't let others walk all over them. They know when to say no and aren't afraid to do so. By setting boundaries, you're telling others that you respect yourself and expect the same from them. This, in turn, earns their respect and admiration. And don't forget about self-care. Taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally is a vital part of building self-worth. When you prioritize your well-being, you're sending a message to yourself and others that you are worth the effort. It's like the safety briefing on an airplane. You need to put your oxygen mask on first before helping others. When you take care of yourself, you're in a better position to help others and attract them to you. By embracing these principles and making them a part of your daily life, you'll begin to see a shift in the way others perceive you. You'll no longer be chasing after attention or validation. Instead, you'll find that people are drawn to you naturally, captivated by the quiet confidence and self-assuredness that you radiate. Remember, becoming irresistibly magnetic isn't about changing who you are. It's about embracing who you already are and allowing that to shine through. It's about recognizing your inherent value and letting that be the force that draws people in. So if you're ready to step into your power and become the person they can't stop thinking about, start by cultivating unshakable self-worth. Your presence will become undeniable, even in your absence. When you take care of yourself, you're in a much better position to help others and attract them to you. You might be wondering how this makes people come to you. Here's the thing. People are naturally drawn to those who are self-assured. When you have unshakable self-worth, you exude confidence and independence. You're not clinging to others for validation, and that makes you incredibly attractive. Imagine this. You're in a relationship, but instead of constantly seeking reassurance or validation from your partner, you're living your best life. You're pursuing your goals, engaging in your hobbies, and enjoying your own company. You're not always available at their beck and call, and this creates a healthy space in the relationship. What happens next? Your partner starts to miss you. They start to wonder what you're up to, and they begin to crave your presence even more. Your absence starts speaking volumes. Let's take an example. Imagine Alex, who always struggled with self-worth. He constantly sought approval from his friends and partners, always worrying about what they thought of him. But then, Alex discovered Stoicism and began to work on his self-worth. He started to see himself differently, not as someone who needed validation, but as someone who already had value. As Alex's self-worth grew, he noticed a change in how others treated him. His friends began to respect his opinions more. His relationships improved, and he no longer felt the need to constantly seek approval. People started coming to him for advice and guidance. They were drawn to his confidence, his calm demeanor, and his ability to stand firm in his beliefs. Now, let's lighten things up a bit. Picture this. You're in a coffee shop, and you see two people. One is sitting there, nervously glancing around, checking their phone every 2 seconds, clearly waiting for someone to notice them. The other is calmly sipping their coffee, reading a book, totally at ease in their own company. Which person are you more likely to be drawn to? The second one, right? Why? Because they're not desperate for attention, they're comfortable in their skin. That's the power of unshakable self-worth. It's like being the person who doesn't need Wi-Fi in a coffee shop. Everyone else is searching for a connection, but you're just chilling, fully content. In relationships, unshakable self-worth is key to creating a dynamic where the other person feels drawn to you. When you value yourself, you're not afraid to walk away from situations that don't serve you. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about understanding that your time and energy are valuable, and you won't waste them on people who don't appreciate you. As Seneca wisely said, if you want to escape the things that harass you, what you need is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. This doesn't mean you become distant or aloof. It means you have a healthy balance of independence and connection. You can be in a relationship, but you're not defined by it. This balance is incredibly attractive because it shows that you're with them by choice, not out of need. So if there's one thing to take away from this, it's this. When you cultivate unshakable self-worth, you don't have to chase people. They will come to you. Your confidence, your independence, your value, they all become magnetic forces that draw others in. You'll find that your absence will start speaking for you, creating a space that others are eager to fill with your presence. Now, I challenge you today. Start recognizing your worth, set those boundaries, and take care of yourself. The more you value yourself, the more others will value you too. And before you know it, they'll be coming to you. Not because you chase them, but because they simply can't resist the pull of your unshakable self-worth. If you're ready to start this journey, drop a comment below with the words, "My absence speaks." Let's declare it together and watch as your value shines through, drawing others to you naturally. Keep growing, keep shining, and remember, you're worth it. Let's move on to the next habit, shall we? So after hearing about the power of unshakable self-worth, you might have a question in your mind. How do I maintain this sense of self-worth when life gets tough and I start doubting myself? What do I do when others try to undermine my confidence, or when my inner critic starts to get loud? This is such an important question, and I'm glad you're thinking about it. Because let's be real. We all face moments when our self-worth is challenged. Maybe you've been in a situation where someone said something that made you question your value. Or perhaps you faced a setback that shook your confidence. It happens to all of us. The key is knowing how to hold on to your self-worth, even when the world tries to knock you down. First, let's talk about self-awareness. When life gets tough, it's easy to start doubting ourselves. That's when you need to take a step back and reflect. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is this doubt coming from a real issue, or is it just my mind playing tricks on me? Often we let temporary feelings cloud our judgment, forgetting that our value isn't determined by a single moment or comment. Next, surround yourself with supportive people. It's crucial to have a network of friends, family, or mentors who uplift you. These are the people who remind you of your worth, especially when you're struggling to see it yourself. Remember, the company you keep has a significant impact on your mindset and self-perception. Another key is practicing self-compassion. When your inner critic starts to get loud, it's important to counter it with kindness. Remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes, to have setbacks, and to feel vulnerable. These moments don't define your worth. They're just part of the human experience. Treat yourself with the same compassion you'd offer a friend in a similar situation. Finally, stay grounded in your values. When others try to undermine your confidence or when you start to doubt yourself, return to your core beliefs and values. They serve as your compass, guiding you through the storm and helping you stay true to who you are. When you're anchored in your values, external opinions and setbacks have less power to shake your self-worth. It's crucial to stay grounded in your values. Remember what we discussed earlier? Your worth isn't tied to what others think of you. It's about who you are and what you stand for. When someone tries to undermine your confidence, remind yourself of the values and principles that define you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." So keep your thoughts focused on your strengths and the positive aspects of who you are. Another strategy is to surround yourself with positive influences. It's much easier to maintain your self-worth when you're around people who lift you rather than bring you down. Seek out those who appreciate your true value and who can remind you of your worth when you're feeling low. Lastly, don't be afraid to practice self-compassion. We're all human, and we all have moments of doubt. Instead of beating yourself up, be kind to yourself. Acknowledge that it's okay to have off days, but don't let those moments define you. Remember, your self-worth is like a muscle. The more you practice reinforcing it, the stronger it becomes. By staying self-aware, grounded in your values, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and practicing self-compassion, you'll find that your self-worth becomes more resilient, even in tough times. When you maintain that unshakable self-worth, you continue to draw people to you, no matter what challenges come your way. Next, let's dive into our second habit, mastering emotional control. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Emotional control sounds like trying to keep a straight face when you accidentally step on a Lego barefoot. But trust me, mastering your emotions is not about becoming a robot. It's about harnessing the power of your feelings in a way that makes others naturally drawn to you. Think about it. Who do we find ourselves gravitating towards in stressful situations? The calm person, collected, and seems to have it all under control, right? That's because emotional control exudes strength and confidence, making you the kind of person others want to be around. In the wise words of Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you master your emotions, you're not just managing your reactions, you're controlling the narrative of how others perceive you. Imagine this scenario. You're in the middle of a heated conversation, and instead of snapping back or getting flustered, you take a deep breath, stay composed, and respond with calm and clarity. Not only does this disarm the other person, but it also makes them respect and admire your ability to stay grounded. They start to see you as a pillar of strength, someone who doesn't let the chaos of life shake their foundation. Now, I'm not saying you should bottle up your emotions. Expressing your feelings thoughtfully and with intention can make your interactions even more powerful. It's about responding rather than reacting. For instance, when you express joy, do it fully. When you're upset, communicate it clearly but calmly. This measured approach makes your emotions more impactful and memorable, leaving a lasting impression on others. Here's a little humor for you. Think of mastering emotional control as being like a duck. On the surface, you're gliding smoothly across the water, but underneath, you might be paddling like crazy. The key is that no one sees the paddling. They just see you gliding along effortlessly, handling whatever comes your way. Emotional control also introduces an element of mystery. When you're not easily ruffled, people begin to wonder what's going on in your mind. This curiosity can be incredibly magnetic. They'll start to seek out your company, eager to understand the depth behind your calm demeanor. And here's the real kicker. When you consistently practice emotional control, you'll notice that your absence starts to speak for you. People will miss the stability you bring, the way you handle situations with grace, and the calm energy you exude. Suddenly, your absence creates a void that they can't help but feel, making them realize just how much they value your presence. So folks, remember this. Mastering emotional control isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about channeling them in a way that draws people in and leaves them wanting more. By embracing this habit, you'll not only strengthen your relationships, but also become someone whose presence and absence speaks volumes. Keep calm, stay composed, and watch as others naturally come to you, drawn by the quiet power you possess. Finally, let's discuss the third habit on our list, intentional communication. You might be wondering, how does communication play into making someone come to me? Well, let me tell you, communication isn't just about talking. It's about how you talk, what you say, and even when you choose to stay silent. Intentional communication is like playing chess. You don't just move your pieces randomly. You make every move count. And that's what keeps your opponent, or in this case, your audience, coming back for more. Imagine this scenario. You're having a conversation with someone, and instead of just filling the air with words, you choose your words carefully. You listen intently, respond thoughtfully, and speak with a purpose that resonates deeply. This isn't about crafting some grand speech. It's about making every interaction meaningful. Intentional communication is a powerful tool that transcends mere words, fostering a deeper connection between individuals. As Epictetus wisely noted, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This principle underlines the importance of being present in conversations, truly hearing what others are saying, and responding thoughtfully. When you communicate with intention, you engage in an exchange of ideas, emotions, and respect that goes beyond superficial interaction. Being present in a conversation means more than just waiting for your turn to speak. It's about actively listening, understanding the other person's perspective, and then responding in a way that adds value. This level of engagement is rare in today's fast-paced world, where people often feel unheard. However, when you listen deeply and respond with insight, you naturally draw people toward you. They begin to see you as someone who truly understands them, and this sense of being understood is magnetic. Imagine you're at a dinner party. Instead of talking endlessly about your latest Netflix binge, you ask a simple yet thought-provoking question. What's the most interesting thing you've learned this week? Suddenly, the room comes alive with stories, laughter, and genuine conversation. You've not only become a part of the conversation, but have also guided it, making the evening memorable for everyone involved. When you leave the party, people will remember you as the person who made their night meaningful. The power of words cannot be underestimated. As Seneca said, "Speech is the mirror of the soul. As a man speaks, so he is." Your words reflect who you are, so it's essential to make them count. Be clear, concise, and above all, genuine. When you communicate with authenticity, you build trust, and trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. People are naturally drawn to those they trust, and if your words consistently reflect your true self, they'll be drawn to you even more. But here's the kicker. Sometimes, the most intentional communication is silence. Yes, you heard that right. Knowing when to hold back and let your silence speak is a powerful tool. It's like leaving a cliffhanger in a story. It keeps people thinking, wondering, and wanting more. Your silence can create a space that others feel compelled to fill, and that's when they come to you. So embrace intentional communication. Speak with purpose, listen with intent, and don't be afraid to let silence do the talking when needed. When you master this habit, you'll find that your absence will start speaking for you. People will not only miss your words, but also the unique way you engage with them. They'll be drawn to you by the authenticity and depth of your communication. In the end, it's not about how much you say, but how much of what you say truly matters. Let your words be the magnet that pulls people closer, and watch as they naturally gravitate toward you, eager for more. Now let's discuss the fourth habit on our journey to becoming someone they just can't stay away from purpose-driven living. At first glance, this might seem like something you've heard before, but stick with me because this habit is a game changer when it comes to making others naturally drawn to you. Imagine two people in a room. One is drifting aimlessly, unsure of what they want from life, while the other is passionately talking about their goals, dreams, and projects. Who do you think captures more attention? It's the person who knows where they're headed. Purpose-driven people have a certain spark, an energy that is contagious and inspiring. When you're living with purpose, you radiate a kind of confidence and direction that naturally attracts others. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you align your thoughts with a clear purpose, you not only find happiness, but also become someone others admire and want to be around. Purpose gives your life meaning, and that meaning is something others will notice and gravitate toward. But let's not get too serious here. Living with purpose doesn't mean you have to become a monk or abandon all your earthly pleasures. It simply means knowing what you want out of life and actively working toward it. And let's be honest, who wouldn't be intrigued by someone who's got their life together? It's like being the main character in your own story, and trust me, everyone loves a good main character. Let's lighten this up with a little humor. Imagine you're at a party and everyone's chatting about their latest Netflix binge. You, on the other hand, casually mention that you've been working on a side project, maybe something creative like writing a book or learning a new skill. Suddenly, you're not just another guest at the party. You're the person everyone wants to talk to. People are naturally curious about others who are driven by something bigger than themselves. And that's the magic of purpose-driven living. When you live with purpose, you create a magnetic aura around you. It's like you're a beacon, and people can't help but be drawn to your light. They see you making moves, growing, and evolving, and they want to be part of that journey. It's this sense of direction that makes you stand out, making them come to you. Not because you're chasing them, but because you're too busy chasing your dreams. And that, my friends, is incredibly attractive. When you live a purpose-driven life, you don't have to be constantly present in someone's life to remain in their thoughts. Your absence starts to speak for you. People begin to wonder, what are they up to? How are they progressing with their goals? This curiosity keeps you in their minds. Before you know it, they're the ones reaching out, eager to reconnect. So the next time you find yourself caught up in the daily grind, remember to check in with your purpose. What's driving you? What's your next goal? By staying connected to your purpose, you're not just improving your life. You're becoming someone others are irresistibly drawn to. Living a purpose-driven life has a magnetic effect on others. When you're focused on your goals, your energy becomes contagious. Even in your absence, people can't help but think about you. They miss your drive, your passion, and your unwavering commitment to your purpose. This is a powerful way to make a lasting impression, and the best part, it's completely within your control. So let's embrace purpose-driven living and watch as people naturally come to you, drawn by the magnetic force of your ambition and dedication. Keep shining brightly, my Stoic friends. Remember, you are the main character in this story. Now let's go out there and make them want to be part of it. Now let's dive into an essential habit that complements a purpose-driven life: cultivating patience. Patience isn't the most glamorous habit, but trust me, it's a game changer when it comes to making people gravitate towards you. Patience is like the secret sauce that adds depth to your character. It's the quiet strength that tells others, I'm in control, and I don't need to rush. And believe me, that's attractive. Imagine this. You're in a situation where things aren't moving as fast as you'd like. Maybe you're waiting for someone to respond, or perhaps a situation to resolve itself. Instead of getting frustrated or acting impulsively, you stay calm. You understand that good things take time, and you're not about to let impatience ruin the outcome. This calm demeanor not only gives you peace of mind, but also shows others that you're not easily shaken. People are naturally drawn to this kind of stability. Marcus Aurelius once said, "No great thing is created suddenly." This quote perfectly encapsulates the essence of patience. When you practice patience, you're not just sitting around waiting. You're showing that you have the strength to wait for the right moment, which makes your presence even more valuable. Think about it. When you're patient, you're not chasing after things or people. Instead, they find themselves coming to you, drawn by your unwavering calm and confidence. Cultivate patience, folks. It's not about doing nothing. It's about doing the right thing at the right time. By embracing patience, you send a powerful message. You're someone who values quality over speed, depth over superficiality. Trust me, you'll find that your absence will start speaking for you. People will begin to realize the calm, centered presence they're missing and will be eager to reconnect. So stay patient, stay focused, and let them come to you. After all, good things truly do come to those who wait. Next, let's discuss another vital habit: radiating positivity. Being positive sounds great, but how does it make someone come to you? Let me tell you, positivity is like a magnet. When you're the person who sees the silver lining, who finds the light even in the darkest situations, people can't help but be drawn to you. You become a beacon of hope in a sea of uncertainty. And who wouldn't want to be around that? Imagine this. You're at work and things are hectic. Everyone's stressed, tensions are high. But there you are, cracking a little joke, keeping things light, and offering a smile that says, "Hey, we've got this." Suddenly, you're not just another face in the crowd. You're the person everyone wants to be around because you make things easier just by being there. Seneca once said, "The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and our reach." One of those blessings is the ability to choose our attitude, no matter the circumstances. Positivity isn't just about being cheerful. It's about creating an atmosphere where people feel good just being near you. It's contagious. When you radiate positivity, others start to feel uplifted around you. They'll naturally gravitate toward you because you're the person who makes their day a little brighter. It's like being a human sunshine. Everyone needs a little light in their life. And here's the best part. When you're consistently positive, you'll find that your absence will start speaking for you. People will miss that uplifting energy you bring to the table, and they'll come seeking it, even when you're not around. So let's start spreading that positivity, and watch as others are irresistibly drawn to your side, eager to bask in the warmth of your presence. After all, who wouldn't want to be around someone who makes them feel like everything's going to be all right? The 7th habit: be unpredictable. Now you might be wondering, how does unpredictability make someone come to me? Let me explain. It's all about keeping people on their toes, adding a bit of mystery and excitement to the mix. Imagine this: you're always doing the same things, saying the same things. Eventually it becomes routine, right? And as we all know, routine can lead to complacency. However, when you're unpredictable, you become intriguing, someone they can't quite figure out. And that's captivating. Picture this scenario. You're usually the person who texts first every morning. But one day, you don't. Suddenly, they're left wondering what's going on. Why haven't you texted? This little shift stirs curiosity and makes them think about you even more. As the wise Seneca once said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. By being a bit unpredictable, you're exercising your freedom and showing that you're not bound by patterns. Being unpredictable doesn't mean being unreliable. It's about adding a twist now and then, surprising them with a spontaneous date, a random act of kindness, or even taking a different approach in a conversation. This keeps the relationship fresh and exciting. Remember, unpredictability sparks interest, and interest leads to attraction. So embrace your spontaneous side, and you'll find that your absence will start speaking for you. They'll begin to crave your presence because they never quite know what to expect. Keep them guessing, and they'll keep coming back for more. The 8th habit: show genuine interest in others. Let's dive into the 8th habit: showing genuine interest in others. You might be thinking, how does showing interest in others make them come to me? Well, when you genuinely care about others, it's like opening a door that invites them in. People naturally gravitate towards those who make them feel valued and understood. It's not just about listening to what they say. It's about truly hearing them and engaging with their thoughts and feelings. Imagine this. You're having a conversation with someone, and instead of just waiting for your turn to speak, you ask them thoughtful questions. You're curious about their day, their dreams, and their worries. Suddenly, they feel like they matter, like they're not just another face in the crowd. As the philosopher Epictetus wisely said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This simple act of listening can turn a casual acquaintance into someone who looks forward to being around you. And here's where the magic happens. When you show genuine interest, people start associating you with comfort, trust, and warmth. They'll find themselves drawn to you, wanting to be in your presence because you make them feel good about themselves. They'll seek you out even in your absence because they miss that feeling of being truly seen and heard. So, my friends, embrace this habit, and you'll find that your absence will start speaking for you. People will long for the connection you provide, and before you know it, they'll be coming to you, eager to share their world with someone who genuinely cares. The 9th habit: embrace solitude. Now let's discuss the 9th habit, embracing solitude. You might be thinking, how does spending time alone actually make someone come to me? But hear me out. When you're comfortable in your own company, you exude a quiet confidence that's irresistibly attractive. It's like being the eye of the storm, calm, centered, and completely in control, while everything else swirls around you. Imagine this. You're not the person constantly seeking out company or validation. Instead, you're content with your thoughts, enjoying a good book, or simply reflecting on life. People notice that. They see that you're not desperate for attention, and suddenly they find themselves drawn to your tranquility. It's as if your self-sufficiency creates a magnetic pull, making them wonder what you're up to and why you're so at peace. As the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, "It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind." By embracing solitude, you're not just stepping back. You're creating a powerful space where your absence becomes noticeable, even profound. It's like the classic case of you don't know what you've got until it's gone. So next time you feel the urge to reach out, pause, take a moment for yourself. Find joy in your own company, and you'll find that your absence starts speaking for you. People will begin to miss your presence, drawn to the mysterious allure of someone who doesn't need constant validation. Remember, by mastering the art of solitude, you're not pushing them away. You're drawing them in more powerfully than ever before. Embrace those quiet moments and watch as they come to you, eager to be part of your peaceful world. The 10th habit: be consistently kind. Finally, let's talk about the 10th habit: being consistently kind. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Kindness. How is that going to make anyone come to me? Well, let me tell you, kindness is like a secret superpower that often gets overlooked. When you're consistently kind, you create an environment where people feel safe, appreciated, and most importantly, drawn to your presence. Imagine this. You're the person who always has a smile, a kind word, or a helping hand ready. Over time, people begin to associate you with warmth and positivity. They might not realize it immediately, but they'll start seeking you out because you make them feel good. Who wouldn't want to be around someone like that? As the great Seneca once said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." By embodying this principle, you become a magnet for positive interactions. Let's be honest, nobody is attracted to someone cold, distant, or unkind. Even the toughest personalities appreciate a bit of kindness now and then. When you consistently show kindness, you're not just making others feel valued, you're subtly letting them know that they're important in your life. And guess what? They'll start to feel like something's missing when you're not around. It's like leaving a little piece of sunshine wherever you go. And who wouldn't want more of that? So be that beacon of kindness, and you'll find that your absence will start speaking for you. People will notice when you're not there, and they'll come to you, seeking the warmth and positivity that only you can provide. Remember, kindness isn't just a nice habit, it's a powerful tool to draw people into your life and keep them there. Keep shining and watch as the world comes to you. These habits, grounded in Stoic principles, will help you become someone who naturally draws others in, making them eager to be around you and miss you when you're not there. By being unpredictable, showing genuine interest, embracing solitude, and being consistently kind, you create a presence that people will be drawn to and crave in your absence.